And we're back with my first guest, who's my good friend Lowell Levine, who is the founder and CEO of Stop Bullying Now Foundation. Thanks for being with me, Lowell.
Thank you for having me. Appreciate it.
So how'd you get involved with this important topic and form a foundation?
Well, when I ran for the school board in 2012, while I was campaigning for 4 or 5 months, the biggest problem that parents had, as well as the grandparents, aunts, and uncles, was the bullying problem among students K through 12. And I investigated it, and I saw it was a major problem, and there weren't any foundations in the area with a 501c3 that could address the problem and help the parents and the grandparents with their children.
What creates a student to become a bully to another student?
Well, the statistics has proven that most bullies, 50% of them are mentally ill, and they're not getting the proper help, not only from their family and their home, because it's not being recognized, but the school systems do not have mental health counselors because of budget cuts. So that is a major, major problem.
And what should a student do if he or she is being bullied by another student?
Well, we recommend that a student should immediately go to an adult, either the teacher, the principal, or their parents, to tell them that they're being bullied. Unfortunately, only 20% of the 20 million children bullied talk up.
And educate bullying awareness is the theme of your foundation. Can you describe what that means?
Yes, we did some research and we found out over the last 10 years that the procedures that are being used to go to the schools only to speak to the children has not been successful. And 2012 statistics was the worst number of students being bullied and suicide in the country. So what we do is we developed an Educate Bullying Awareness program where we go out and teach the parents, the grandparents, the aunts and the uncles, and now the nannies, what to look for in a bully, what to look for in their child if they're being bullied, and how to address the problem before it's too late.
And where do you do that?
We do that at lots of speaking arrangements. We get invited to a lot of organizations, a lot of networking groups, and we speak to a lot of groups in the churches, in the synagogues, and social, political, and private networking groups.
But not at the schools.
Well, we don't go to the schools because we do not get a favorable reception at the schools.
Really?
Unfortunately, the problem is the principals, the teachers do not have the time to address the problem, and they don't really understand the problem, but yet they want to cover up the problem by claiming they have a zero tolerance program, which they do not have.
But if a PTA invited you in, you could certainly speak to a PTA group.
I would be more than happy to go to a PTA group or a school workshop. I have made lots of inquiries. I asked to be invited. I asked to be spoken to, but I do not get invited.
You need a good PR guy. So what are the red flags of a student being bullied but afraid to tell anyone?
Well, a parent will look at the child knowing that when they enter elementary school, 90% of a child's brain is developed, and they develop a certain gait. Eating food, the way they dress, their personality, watching television, sleeping habits, school habits. If they see anything that's changed, they're becoming angry, they're not sleeping at night, their grades are going down, or they're afraid to go out, or afraid to go into after-school programs, and they're spending much more time in their room, then that is red flags, and it must be addressed immediately because something is happening that the parents should be aware of.
One final question real quick. What are the school districts in the country doing about the bullying epidemic at their respective schools?
Well, they're trying to set up programs, but once again, they don't have the expertise to really get deeper into the problem. They don't have the money from the
Well, give out your contact information where people can reach you.
Well, you can contact me at 561-374-0673, and our website is www.stopbullyingnowfoundation.org, and we get back to you immediately.
Thanks very much for being with me, Lowell.
And thank you very much for inviting me.
And we'll be right back.